Essentially, I got to be on the bottom floor of the start of this project. I didn't expect it, but I was very, very happy to be part of it, and it's been a very fulfilling and interesting project for my PhD thesis. DSU's involvement is to serve in a capacity as an expert on the LIBS technique, which is the technique that the ChemCam instrument uses. So we will be participating in analyzing the LIBS data as it comes back from Mars and giving our technical expertise in that area. There's a large expectation that the ChemCam instrument is going to bring back more data at a higher rate than ever before. It's something like 10 ChemCam measurements a day. That's unprecedented. And the measurements can take as short as 6 minutes to do a full sequence of RMI imaging, ChemCam shots, and then RMI imaging afterwards. So we expect to get a lot of use out of this instrument. And you have to remember that this instrument's also serving as a sort of reconnaissance for all the other instruments because it has a standoff capability. So we expect a whole lot of data. I mean, the ChemCam team is going to be extremely busy. You're putting a puzzle together, you're putting a mystery together. So here we get to take all the data we want. On Mars, we only have so much. So you use the puzzle pieces that you have here that you don't have on Mars to build the puzzle back together on Mars. All of the equipment is flight tested. So it goes through very vigorous shake tests and sound tests, mainly to make sure that it can sustain the launch. I think it's a very violent event. I'm not sure exactly how it grades next to the landing because they're using a landing technique that's never been used before. So in particular, they're using something called the sky crane to land the rover on its rocker bogie suspension system. So the rover itself is part of the landing gear, which is not part of previous rovers. Of course, this rover's about 3 times the size of the previous 2 rovers, Spirit and Opportunity. So that's nerve-wracking. You know, of course, we want to know that when our instrument does get to Mars, that it's working. So that those first few tests will be nail-biting. The rover operates independently. Commands are sent in the morning, and the rover operates autonomously throughout the course of the day. So you want to know that all the commands that you sequenced are right, and that there's not anything unexpected that happens.
3, 2, 1. Main engine start. 0.
It felt really great that there were so many people that I could tell were having the same mutual feeling. There were over 1,000 people at the stadium where we were watching the launch. It was a moment where I felt very proud. And very proud to be in a country where we could have this kind of collaboration across many nations for this one goal. I think it's a big world out there, and only in the 3rd year of my graduate studies here, so I certainly would be interested in doing more NASA projects, but I haven't closed the door on other things either.